Am I the person who buys a vlogging camera and doesn't take it anywhere? Yes, that is me right here. This, your favorite neighborhood nerd, Simone, with a snippets from my desk video today. I think it's Sunday morning. Max and I are out on our walk, and yeah, we are meeting another dog in a second. Well, that went much smoother than I had expected. Max is quite reactive still. We're going to train, but he walked by this other dog without any reaction. I am watching a lot of dog training videos and taking bits and pieces here and there, but some people really know what they're saying and it works. So, I downloaded the Merlin app, which is a bird identification app. And I have learned so much about birds in just 2 days that I never did before. So if you haven't downloaded this app, it's free. It's from Cornell University. And it is awesome. So there's 2 ways that you can identify birds. One is by just simply recording what you hear outside. Basically, you hold up your phone and then it listens to the sounds and tells you what you're hearing, who you're hearing. And then you can also use photo. And I never thought there were so many different birds here. Like, now that I'm saying it out loud, like, of course there are many different birds here. Why shouldn't there be? I'm so glad that we have such a diverse natural life here. And it's super pretty. It's getting warmer every day, which is not the greatest to be outside. But for now, it's still cool enough to go. You can't really see it, but there is more color than you would expect on this little teeny tiny hill. There is, of course, the dust, dirty yellow, wheaty color. They are making a lot of noise. Blue jays. But there's also some purple or pink, yellow, some more vivid greens, sage greens, and it's just so pretty. I am currently listening to Glory Bee, a cozy mystery set in Louisiana by Danielle Arsenault, and so far I'm really liking it. Wow, I love the colors of this. There's one over here. Down here on those trails, this is where I would actually want to be. I am kind of not done with what I did yesterday, and there is a video up, I believe. I still need to ink 3 pens, actually 4. What was I thinking? Yes, I don't have Diamond Chocolate Brown out right now, but that is also going into a pen when it gets here. I did not ink up Blue Suntan, Dominant Industry, Winter Night, and Kobe Ink number 57, Hime Ajisai. I'm just gonna continue with this and see where it goes. So let me move this aside, pull out a paper towel. Here is the inks. I cleaned the pens yesterday and they were left like this overnight, and I hope they're dry enough to be inked. And if they're not, well then that's a problem for another day. I swapped out the feed. The nibs on the Pilot pens are friction fit, so you can just take them like this. And I probably shouldn't, but I twist them and pull them out that way. Yeah, there's still a little bit of, oh, wow. I think what I'm going to do is fill it with the piston converter, even though that usually sucks. And then I might pull out a syringe and top off the rest. There's so much air in this. Wow. Wow. Like, where is this going even? Is this dripping out? Did I not put the... No. Weird. So I'm going to take off this converter and then use a syringe to fill it. And yesterday I talked about how I really enjoy Amarillo Stationery's Blue Suntan. And I'm still like, I'm not even close to getting low. I don't even know if it's still available, so there's that. Can you see? No, you cannot. Hold, please. Here you can see it's not even, there's not a lot of ink taken out. And I'm of two minds here. One mind says, if you love an ink, you need another bottle. But then also, there's so many beautiful inks out there. And if I am, committing to 2 bottles of the same color, then I'm also limiting myself to branch out. Given the thought that I don't want to own a bottle of every single ink out there. I am currently agitating Winter Night. So that I can, there's so much, like, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be, but I feel like I've agitated it enough. I am currently agitating winter night. So that I can, there's so much, like, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be, but I feel like I've agitated it enough. And of course, like every Saturday and Sunday, today is Sunday, Easter Sunday, by the way, we have Max with us today. Wow, this is, there we go. That's enough ink for me. Wow. So tomorrow my pen is supposed to be, my new pen is out, well, it already got to my distribution center. So if it makes it in time for tomorrow's postal drop, if it makes it in time to the post office by tomorrow morning, which mostly happens, but it's not promised. Yes, I am a stalker of tracking, and I just love watching mail travel. So if it gets delivered tomorrow, I'm not going to ink it up just right away, because I swapped a pen yesterday with my friend Jeffrey, and his Sailor Pro Gear, I'll show it to you if I can find it. Yes, it's right over there. Is now mine, and I am sending him my Benu Ambrosia. Yes, I did. I decided to let it go. And I did not trade it because I love the design of this pen. I actually couldn't care less for what the pen looks like. I mainly traded it for the nib. I ordered another flexible nib factory housing that I can transfer this nib and feed into, and then it fits into a Jowo compatible pen section, which is exactly what that new pen is going to be, Jowo compatible. And so I'm very excited to see how that is going to work out for me. I want to try these pens and see what they look like. Toasty Joggers. No, that's not Toasty Joggers. That's Blue Suntan. Very dark. I swapped it out for the 2-slit Ebonite Feet from Flexible Nip Factory. Where did I? This looks a little bit more purple, just a smidgen. And then the question would be, how visible is the shimmer on this? Nice. I like it. I like the pens that I have inked. I'm curious to see how this performs actually, like, you know. So now I want to go in here. There's things that I want to do with my ink bottles again. I don't want to ink every single pen or every single ink in a pen. So I have used, oh, wow. This Toasty Joggers, I haven't. Haunted Forest is now in a Winter Night. Chameleon. That's all of them. And I'm all done with, I inked up all of these pens right here. So what I am thinking of doing, let me grab this. I also wanted to roll the dice today, but I can show that to you later. But here's a plan that I have. So all of these are all of my ink bottles. I want to do one of those brackets and see which one wins. Or not necessarily wins, but the stuff that, you know, loses out right away. Maybe those bottles I shouldn't own. And especially like wondering if I have dupes of things. And I think I need to put like inks with like inks so that I can determine what is actually part of that and what isn't. I'm a little hesitant to even go into the gray inks. Each one of them has their own specific use. The only thing that I want to check is whether I still have Soft Kitty, Warm Kitty, and yes, I do still have a little bit of it. So what I wanted to do is sort them by color. That's a lot of ink bottles, man. They kind of exploded. Pink. Is this, you know, now I'm like, is this the same? Is this purple or is this pink? Is this magenta? What is this? This is a wine red. This, I find this is similar to Writer's Blood, actually. Twilight. Dark blues, light blues, medium blues. I find it super hard to sort these colors. San Francisco Bay and Deep Mountain are almost the same. Cioro is more, even greener. Tourmaline. And then it's like, is this close? There's more yellow in here, I believe. Dark greens, medium greens, grass greens, olive greens, murky greens. This is in the same vein, just darker, right? These ones, Brandy Snap, a Star Spattered Hill, Heimdall, Nevada, sorry. It's a bright orange, dusky pink, brown, I would even put Larme de Cassis, when I look at it right now, closer to Yamabudo. This is a dark purple, dark blue with shimmer. Now, where would Blue Suntan go? It doesn't work with this. This is not most closest to these ones, I believe. Dark greens, maybe here. Haunted Forest, Lierre Sauvage. Maybe even no, there's more blue here. Honeyburst is more with the yellows. Wagner is with these. Where's Brain? Right up here. Okuyama is a dark red. Writer's Blood, does it go? Actually, yes. This one as well. And then we have Sepia, is almost yellow too. Toasty Joggers, I would put there. Evergreen is... I would actually put all of these ones into this pile, even though they're... And then this one maybe even two. There's a lot more red in Writer's Blood than there is in Sungyo. I would actually put it closer to these ones. Grape Ice Pop. I'm pulling them out over and over again. Would I put this here? Or would I put this here? It looks like the bridge between these two. Maybe I am going to put this with those. Then petrol. Screener. It's probably closer to this line here, or this one just darker. I don't know. That's then SBRE brown, pelican, brilliant brown, ancient copper, deep dark orange, chocolate brown, Tatsuya Umemurasaki, well, what do we think? This is just like this because it's so bright, because there's a purple shimmer on it. I'm gonna move it over here, but this is actually closer to orange than any of the other things. So I have piles. What am I going to do with these piles now? I think I'm even consolidating these further. I think I'm moving Aqua Lagoon over here. Appetite stays. What is with Toasty Joggers? Maybe here. One bracket, another one, even though it doesn't really make sense. Maybe this would actually even go better with the oranges here, because these are closer. Well, this is different, but I mean, just to swatch them all and see them all together. I have no idea if this even is going to make sense to me when I'm looking at it again. So now what I do need is paper clips things, or maybe I can use these ones here so I don't have to move. Unless they're ripping my paper apart. Yeah. I do have stuff to put together these. I hope this works. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do videos about this. I feel like this could be one of those project cards, but I have so many projects. I think I should actually move all of these together and put this one here. Let me know if you agree with all of my choices, or if you think, what the actual is she doing? Well, then there's that. There's always that thin line where you have to draw a line and it actually isn't really there. That is super irritating. we'll see what I'm coming up with those. So here's my empty binder. I could use, do I still have some elastics here? Just use one of them. Okay. Oh. Yay, friends. I have a new ink bottle. I guess there's certain inks that I just can't say no to. This is Rohrer und Klingner Schreibtinte, Blue-Eyed Mary. Blue-Eyed Mary. Max is snoring in the background. That's so cute. Also, what I find when you do one of those brackets and you do shootouts, I mean, there is validity in having different inks in the basically same color, because maybe one is really wet and performs extremely well in a super dry pen, and maybe one is, but you don't want that in a pen maybe that is so extremely wet itself that you need an ink that flows less easily. Or also maybe it's it multi-shades into different colors because it isn't the exact same ink formulation. Because this looks very close to Aqua Lagoon, I believe. Is that here? No. I think it's here. Well, not really, but also yes. Or like Amarillo Stationery's Toasty Blue Suntan. I don't think it's going to be available forever. Not like Diamine Aqua Lagoon, which has been around forever and will be around, or that's what it feels like, will be around forever. So I need to find a D20. Oh, before I do that, maybe I can put away my lovely inked pens. one more is coming with this. It's not really, it doesn't close, does it? Well, it does. It feels tight though. It's not something that I do because I don't really take this out of the house. I'm not going anywhere with my pens mostly, so I can just leave them like this. It is a 3-pen sleeve and a 2-pen sleeve from Rickshaw in a Sinclair. So I'll be back with a D20 in a second. Here's my game. I'm using this pouch that I got from the stationery selection a while ago. I'm still working on, sounds weird. I just love adding, you know, these circles here, just doing stuff. I made this one for my friend Jeffrey. Wow. Jeffrey. There we go. I want to pack it up and send it out. And then I have some empty cards if I have an idea for putting stuff on them. Maybe I should clip those together. And then here's the 10 die. And then here's the 20. Because I just went rogue. I had so many ideas and I still had a lot of cards left that I went all the way up to 20. I filled them all and this is what came up. Now, of course, 2, 3. Best probably would be to sort them by, okay, wow. Throw the toughest one on me, for sure. I have no idea where to find this at all. Well, just throw the hardest card at me. I actually think, and that's the reason why I made this. All of these cards are hard for me, will be hard for me, because I am just, I want to do things and then I see a tiny hurdle and I'm like, okay, let's pivot. Even though I dare say so myself, all of these ideas are fabulous, of course. And they should be seen through. So let's procrastinate a tiny bit more and sort these by number. The only reason why this wouldn't make sense to be sorted by number is if I was shuffling it and pulling out the cards, you know, blind pulling, then I don't have to have numbers on it. 20, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the thing that I am wondering is, should I, when I roll the dice next week, well, not gonna roll the dice next week, but if I were to roll the dice, next time I'm rolling the dice, and 5 comes up again, do I just go on the off chance that that will happen? Or do I just pull out this? And then if the 5 comes up, I roll again until I have another number. What would you do? How would you go about this? If this was super hard for me now, like you could also work with a timer and say, okay, I'm going to work on this specific project for 30 minutes. and then I'm going to put it away and do something else. For me, I think this is an incentive, first and foremost. So let me talk about my idea. I have these. These are Sticky Club thingy-majigs. I have this Filofax that I haven't really used much, but I want to maybe use it. Look at all of these cool dividers. I don't know if I need those dividers. There's always stuff inside. Here, okay. Did I do anything with this? No. So I was going to just open up this whole thing, take everything out and bring stuff back if I need to. Not sure what we need this for. This paper I don't need. What is this? There's something here. YouTube stuff. I need to review this, but this is not what I'm here for right now. I want to put these in here. First and foremost, these were gifted to me by a friend from Canada, Jamie, and I almost gave them away when this as an ephemera binder did not work for me anymore. When I purged this last round, I decided, oh, I can give those. Oh no, let me think this through. So my idea is, I often see textures, stuff. What if I also want to put in paper, as of course. What if I used these to put inspiration snippets in, or, you know, first, maybe I can put these bigger ones to the back. This is a different material than these bow ones. These are still good. These are shrinking. Maybe it's because of the humidity or non-existent humidity. So, and then here is a lot of the stuff that I have. So this is an idea that I had. And I thought I could just hole punch this whole thing, you know, and stuff it in here so that when I'm having an idea again, I could possibly just refer to this, you know? Maybe this time around I'm just going to stuff this in here. And then all of this is stuff that inspires me. But I feel like this is almost too fat. Maybe I should take out more than I should put in and just, you know, put in whatever I need. It could also, I could just hole punch it and stuff it in there. So this is all the stuff that I had collected that inspires me. Yeah, I agree. You know what I hate? That this catches on the rings a lot. I hate that a lot. I liked these flowers. I don't anymore. Maybe that's a good time to also just see what I like and what I don't like. Maybe this is just an inspiration on how to draw flowers. Okay. I have no clue how to go about this. It becomes clearer and clearer to me that I found this one and I wanted to go through it and see what's in here. This was a planner. I used this monthly in here, and I would do monthly to-do list ideas on this side, and then next month. It worked really well for me for a while. And then I would have a smaller book. This was the big picture, and then I had a smaller size daily tasks and weekly tasks and stuff like that. But then here's social media stuff. So then here pouches and sizes for pouches. But here, this is what I wanted to show you. These are projects that I wanted to tackle in 2021. And I think what I do love to do most is just make plans of things that I want to do and not actually doing them. I'm like, wow. At one point, I will definitely go through this, but not right now. It doesn't have anything to do with the inspiration binder. But what the biggest thing I should probably do is just go through all of these things and put them somewhere. I think I kept this because I liked the type of label this was. Yeah. Why did I keep this? Maybe it's good that I'm going through this, but I'm also not really into this at all. And I also, my vision of this being cool, somehow it doesn't really appeal to me at all. So maybe it's the binder. Maybe if I pull out one of those, hold. Oh my gosh, this is my old binder for 2023. I didn't really do anything with this. But if I strip this one out, it's smaller, but it could work. Or my YouTube thing. Let me hold please. This was all of my YouTube stuff that I'm not really using right now at all anymore. Maybe I can strip this. I don't know. It feels like it's super daunting. I just want a new binder, to be honest. What was I thinking when I had this idea? What paper would I put in here too? I don't know. I will, you know what I'm going to do? I will deal with this for a little bit. I am going to set a timer. I just need to look for it. And here's the mic. I will look for it. I will set it up in here. And then I will show you what I have come up with after that. I don't think I can do this on camera. But I guess that's my homework for the week. And it's nice to see this, and then just, oh, look at this. This is an original. There needs to be shadows down here too. Maybe I should go in and do that. I need to hang this up somewhere, frame it. Yeah, so where was I? I will be dealing with this over the next week and checking out what I can do, what I want to do with this, why this is here, if this is something that I want to do, or, you know, and then put the stuff that still inspires me to do things in here. All right. That's it for today, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye. Nah, no bye. I'm going to do this, and then at the end of this video here, like right after, you will see what I came up with. It is the same day. I have not done anything, but I had time to think about this specific challenge. And here are several things that I am realizing. Number one, the question, is this a good idea to put this onto my challenge cards? Or should I leave stuff like that out? I know already that this is an idea that I had. This is something that I thought I wanted to do. And now it comes up and I didn't really feel it. Then I pulled it out and it was extremely overwhelming. So I think, yes, these kinds of things need to be on my challenge cards, because this gives me the opportunity to, first of all, download this idea from my brain so that I don't have to think about it any longer. I know it is somewhere. It will come up sometime. So it came up. I had this idea and I opened it up and I am not inspired. I am not inspired by this binder. I am not inspired by these wrinkly things here. So, number one, I know that I need to get rid of the binder as well as the wrinkly things here. The problem with the binder is that these binder rings are just not smooth enough, and it just doesn't appeal to me anymore. I am not, even if this inspiration journal was in here and the idea would work, this binder does not inspire me. So I am going to put this into my donation pile. Done. I'm also not inspired to use some random type of paper and possibly hole punch it to put it there. So this is what is inspiring me right now. These things are still valid. Really, cat? Give me a moment, I need to rescue some. That's number one. Maybe I'll come across, maybe one of those binders that I showed you, those sturdy ones, might be a thing. I have tried sticking things down into an A5 Midori notebook. That did not work out at all. I'm not sure if the binder... So first of all, I'm not sure the binder is the right idea. Second of all, I have tried doing this in a bound book once, and it kind of did not work either. So What next? What if I just keep ruminating about this a little bit more? That could be an option. What if I incorporated ideas into my regular creative journal that I'm using? Could also be a thing. And maybe I'll just postpone this for now. And deal with this. Because the other thing that when I looked at these things and showed them to you, I was like, none of this is inspiring to me right now. Maybe it was 2 years ago, but it's not anymore. So I will go through this and just sort it out. And decide very quickly what I want to use and what I don't want to use. And now this might be cool for my vacation. I'm gonna leave it out for now. And what I'm going to do is just as good. Look at these. Maybe I need to also de-stash those things. This is inspiring still, so I'm going to put this up here. This suitcase is cute. I'm just gonna keep that one too. But then I need to put it somewhere so that I can remember. I also really liked this phrase, but I didn't like the way it was translated. So maybe I'll keep this as an inspiring phrase to make by myself. All of this is going. So this is super inspiring to me. I would love to try drawing these kinds of flowers. So this stays. I really liked these trees as well. So maybe the inspiring stuff is coming and it's just little. Oh. There is some inspiration here, for sure. Birds. I think I wanted to draw these types of things myself. I think I wanted to draw this myself. Okay, let's put this. So all of this is going into my de-stash box. And then I'm just gonna ship it to someone next time I'm sending out a package. As you can see, I turned on the light because it's gotten quite dim is Maybe dim is the right word. I was going to say it's not the right word. So I am sorting these ones that are probably more toxic than these ones. I'm taking those and throwing them away. And then I'm keeping those. And then this was all the stuff that was in the binder, and I'm gonna go and put that to the side for now. This is a different organization project that does not pertain to me right now. Now, this is quite a bit of stuff gone. This looks like it's more doable. So let me come back. This is my enemy in recent videos. I don't think I'm gonna start a journal right now, but if I'm saying, okay, I'm moving away from the idea of putting it into a ring binder, then what else is there? Bound notebooks. And I just pulled out 3 different types. The first time around I tried to do an inspiration booklet was in A5. I don't think that I want to try that again. And then I just went through and looked. This is the TN standard size. Stuff like this. I could stick this in here for sure. If if this was an idea, this would totally work in here. Could stick this in like so. So this would work for sure. And then I just found these field notes. This would be interesting because it's so tiny and there is not that many pages in here. This works like so. I'm very drawn to this smaller format, but also the other thing is, how would I even reference this? Would this, I don't know. What do you think? I am not going to start it. I would love to hear your opinions on this, because I'm not sure how I would even visualize some of the ideas. But yeah, this is the second time I rolled the dice in a video, and twice it was not what I had expected it to be. Is this going to be like this every single time? I don't know. I'm really struggling. I'm not struggling. No, I have to really think about what I'm saying, because I'm putting it in a way that it seems like I'm not making progress. I did make progress. I pulled out this whole thing. I went through it. I made decisions. I got rid of stuff. But I'm just not at the end product, and maybe that's why it feels like it wasn't finished. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what size of journal I should use. and I'm so excited to try this again next time when I see you. Probably will be a little vlog, like actual van life vlog in between. We'll see if I can put something together there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here on this journey with me when I feel like I'm failing every single time. The only thing I can hope is that next time will be better. And what I am also thinking is that I will go and take out this specific project, but I won't take out the number. I will just go into my planner where I have more, and then I will swap it out. And so I can, even though there is 20 cards, I have more ideas. I can bring back some of those that this isn't finished, but it's a start. So I can bring that back and see where it leads me when it comes up again. If you made challenge cards and you have started playing, well, maybe I'm the only one. Nobody says that my ideas will be, copied outside of this teeny tiny YouTube channel. But if you have decided to try this and you started it, let me know how it goes and let me know your experiences. I'm curious to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye.